everybody, welcome to Channel Awesome's Orbit Report, your source for everything happening around the world in pop culture and entertainment news. I'm Heather Roos.
And I'm Aiyanna Wade.
And this is your news for Monday, October 16th. So last week, there are a couple of things that came out after we had filmed that we weren't able to talk about that we so need to talk about. And the one that is just personally most important to me is the Star Wars Last Jedi trailer. Oh my gosh, guys, I was so excited. There were just inhuman noises coming from me as I was watching this trailer. There were porgs, there is Finn versus Phasma. Finn has an Imperial uniform on. We saw Rey training with Luke. There was a whole bunch of really cool Kylo stuff thrown in there.
Mark Hamill looked terrified the entire trailer.
The entire time. I was just freaking out, and I'm so excited for this film.
Absolutely.
The hype is so real for me on this.
A lot of people have already dissected this debate, so we're not going to bore you with our own interpretations of what things could possibly mean. Yes, we understand they probably tricked us into believing scenes cut together were a single scene, or have they double bluffed you? Is it actually the scene they're showing you? I think maybe it is. The double bluff. Exactly. Also, that came out this last week was the Justice League trailer, which was not as exciting. It was fine.
It was fine. It was a little forgettable. We had to rewatch it because we forgot what happened.
Yeah. It's action-packed. It's telling you what's going on. We've seen who all's in it. So I really believe we didn't really learn much from this trailer. Anything new that we needed to learn. It didn't seem like the tone was much different from the other ones, even though we know the tone of the movie is going to be changed. So we're still gonna see it. Yeah. We're still in. I'm excited to see it. I'm more excited that there's a potential for someone to live stream it on Instagram, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Good job,
doing
buddy.
that for Thor.
Nice.
Nice job. Good job, Mark Ruffalo. In other superhero movie news, this week the Batman 66 animated feature Batman vs. Two-Face came out, which is notably one of Adam West's last performances that he was able to record as Batman. And in an interview, Burt Ward came out and said that if this movie does well, if Batman vs. Two-Face does well, there is a possibility, a high possibility of more Batman 66 films coming out without Adam West.
What?
Which just seems like
so not 66.
An awful idea. I don't even know what actor would be willing to try to take up that mantle.
Right.
Who would be willing to replace who would be willing to replace Adam West as Batman?
Would you
in the
rather
Batman
see
66
it
universe?
recast as a different voice? Would you rather hear someone try to copy his voice? That's
so awkward. Personally, I think that they just need to keep making the comics.
Exactly.
It's a great way to keep that universe alive because it is a fun universe. It's a great way to keep it alive while still honoring Adam West and not having to recast him.
Right.
So, more comics.
Absolutely.
No movies. That's about that.
Yeah.
Another thing happening with superhero movies is we finally have a release date for the Channing Tatum Gambit movie. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's still happening.
Finally being pushed through, I guess. And the release date, in an odd turn of events, is Valentine's Day 2019. So February 14th, 2019. Which seems like a weird move to
make. Are they just going the Deadpool route? Because Deadpool was the OG with those fake Valentine ads. They were great.
It's already been done.
Did really well. Done to the best that it could possibly be done. I don't know, man. I'm gonna need to see more about this Gambit film before I feel any positivity towards it because it sounds weird.
Well, Channing Tatum's working on his Cajun accent. So there's that.
Good job, buddy. Speaking of accents of other dialects that you're not, BBC is doing a 3-part miniseries to the American classic Little Women, which I think is a very odd turn of events. It's an American classic. However, the writer is Heidi Thomas of Call the Midwife. So great writing. I kind of am on board. Also, they're really into period dramas over at the BBC. I don't know if you know this. But if it's anything in the direction of the series of Downton Abbey, which I loved, man, they might really be able to understand the gravity and also some of the levity and some of just the beauty of the sets one of the 12 sets that Britain has that reused for like every series. But it's going to be a really interesting take to see it from that perspective. Angela Lansbury is going to be playing Aunt March.
Yes.
Aunt March.
100% on 100% on board with that. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the 4 lead March girls, which we got the production photo from this week, they look fine. They're relatively unknown. Some of them have a couple credits under them, but they're not big names by any means. So I'm kind of excited to see some lesser known women, Little Women.
Yeah, I think the BBC would be able to do this justice, and it can be a really interesting way for a new generation of kids to be introduced to Little Women.
If you didn't see the 90s one, man, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this week, the Winchester film's release date got moved up 2 weeks in February. So it's now going to come out February 2nd of 2018, which is weird because usually we hear movies are pushed back. But hey, if you're raring to go and want to get those box office sales in before Black Panther, do what you gotta do. They've also renamed the film. It's no longer just Winchester. They've renamed it Winchester, the House That Ghosts Built. If you want some spoopy fun for October, because it's all Halloween season, look into the Winchester Mystery House, because it's a very interesting story. Or go see this film when it comes out in February.
Because Helen Mirren is starring in it too, right?
As Sarah Winchester, the lead lady who all of a sudden loses her husband and child and decides to build 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because of possibly grief-strickenness or because ghosts told her to do it. What? So it sounds like with the title change, they're definitely going the supernatural route with the storytelling and less like, I've lost my husband and child, I must build.
Right. Less psychotic and more supernatural.
Or maybe both.
Ooh. Maybe both.
Who knows?
Another spooky thing that was announced this week is an Addams Family animated movie. It was just announced. They have a director and a writer. So the writer is Pamela Petler, who was the writer for Corpse Bride and Monster House, which are both great spooky Halloween movies. So some good writing hopefully will be in there. And the director is going to be Conrad Vernon, who is the co-director of Sausage Party.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that's gonna be like.
Well, he's done an animated film that did well, so that's good.
Yeah, but it seems like Sausage Party and Addams Family are not compatible.
I don't disagree, but I've got faith for it, and I'm very excited for more Addams Family. I love Addams Family. Wednesday, you own a piece of my black little heart.
Definitely something that impacted both of us in the 90s.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Very exciting news. We have no information at all about a release date or animators or anything like that, the style of it, but it's happening.
Forward.
Yes, I'm so excited. Another horror movie we got a trailer for this week was the New Mutants.
Yeah.
And we knew that it was going to be kind of a horror thriller vibe. They had said that, but dang, this was a straight up horror movie that we got a trailer for. It was very creepy. It's almost like a haunted house. They're trapped in an asylum. So rather than it being, the home for gifted students, it's an asylum. They're having experiments performed on them. There are horrible
weird
things
faces
going on.
coming in and creeping in on them. Ugh.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite thing because
It's gory.
I don't like
Jump scares.
horror movies. I don't. So I'm a little weary of this now. Although the cast looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Arya.
Yes.
I think it was a really cool trailer, and I also just sort of got the vibe of like Legion meets American Horror Story, and if you put that with some like X-Men, that sounds awesome. I'm totally on board. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a little weary. We'll see.
Other scary and Stranger Things that are coming are the Stranger Things Season 2 trailer that we just got for Friday the 13th. And it was incredible. 11 looks amazing. Girl, you look so good. I'm very, very excited for Season 2. It's a super well done trailer. We got to see some different Hawkins shots of some like upside downness and maybe the Demogorgon or big giant octopus monster
Squid,
like
yeah.
thing.
Shadow.
Yeah. There's some scary stuff happening, and it's just teasing in all the right ways. And there's even a new addition to the cast, which is the new female character that we don't know anything about yet. So we're gonna have to wait and see on October 27th when it's released. And in the meantime, Hasbro has a card game for Stranger Things, which is Eggo waffle shaped. Weirdest collab. But
Waffle card game. Yep.
yeah, and there's 7 different characters you can play as, and then there's different things that can happen to you. You can be sent to the underground or reversed back to normal plane of existence. There's tons going on. I think the packaging's really cool.
The box art looks cool.
I'll definitely try it out, but it sounds like a weird concept for a card game. And there's no actual waffles that you get with it, so I'm not saying that.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Leslie, no. Sorry. Don't eat these waffles. I think that's going to be it from us here, guys. If there's anything we missed from this week, let us know in the comments down below. If you feel strongly about anything, any of the trailer drops or poster releases, let us know as well. Otherwise, Heather, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter at Heather Roos, Instagram at hroos, or Twitch, twitch.tv/Heather Roos.
And as always, you can find me on Facebook as Aiyanna Wade, or everywhere else as Awesome Aiyanna. So we will catch you next week. In the meantime, hey, could you beat us up?